Welcome everyone to another exciting video where today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare coins and the unbelievable hidden treasures that could be lying right in your pocket change. Get ready to discover the story, the history, and the extraordinary value of one very important coin, the 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar of the United States, a coin that for many people looks ordinary at first glance but has turned into one of the most talked about and most valuable collectibles in the numismatic world today, with certain rare variations and conditions of this coin being valued as high as $162 million in the current market. This is not just a coin we are talking about, it is a true piece of American history, a metal disc that tells stories of the nation's economy, its heritage, and the surprising way that small details like mint marks, design features, or striking errors can transform a simple 25-cent piece into a fortune worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even private jets. The 1993 Liberty Quarter Dollar belongs to the Washington Quarter series, one of the most beloved and longest-running designs in American coinage history. It carries the portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, on the obverse side, a design originally sculpted by John Flanagan and introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of Washington. By 1993 this design had already been used for over 6 decades, but collectors were always looking for differences, small variations in minting, and unique features that could distinguish certain years as more valuable than others. What makes the 1993 Liberty Quarter so intriguing is that while millions were minted across different locations including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, only a few rare examples stand out because of their perfect condition, minting errors, or low population grading, which skyrockets their value. When we look back at the coinage history of the early 1990s, it was a transitional time in the United States Mint. Technology was evolving, new die engraving methods were being tested, and quality control processes were adapting. This was a time when the demand for circulating coins was high and billions of quarters were produced throughout the decade. Yet within such mass production, mistakes and rare minting accidents occurred. It is precisely these mistakes, known as mint errors, that make some 1993 quarters priceless. Collectors are willing to pay fortunes for double strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and other rare anomalies that make a coin unique. Imagine holding a coin that looks slightly different from the rest. Maybe the letters are a little off, maybe Washington's head shows doubling, or maybe the reverse eagle design looks skewed. These rare flaws, instead of lowering the value, increase it exponentially in the eyes of collectors. The 1993 Liberty Quarter is also highly sought after in pristine condition, especially those graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, as mint state 68 or 69. With modern coins it is extremely difficult to find such high-grade examples, since quarters circulated heavily in everyday use. Every scratch, every ding, every small imperfection reduces the grade. That is why finding a perfectly preserved 1993 quarter straight from a mint set or proof set can mean holding on to a small fortune. For some examples, the combination of rarity, high grade, and collector demand has pushed their auction prices into the millions. Stories have surfaced of collectors who discovered they had a coin worth more than they ever imagined, turning 25 cents into life-changing wealth. Now let us explore the symbolism of this coin. On the obverse side, George Washington's portrait represents not only the nation's first president but also stability, leadership, and democracy. The word liberty inscribed above is a reminder of the nation's foundation, and the date 1993 marks its place in American history. On the reverse side, the majestic eagle with outstretched wings symbolizes strength and freedom. For decades this eagle reverse was one of the most recognizable designs in American pockets and cash registers, and by 1993 it had become a nostalgic icon for millions. Yet beneath this everyday appearance lies a treasure that only sharp-eyed collectors recognize. The market value of the 1993 Liberty Quarter is a story in itself. While the majority of 1993 quarters are only worth face value or a few dollars if uncirculated, there are those few examples that have set record-breaking prices. Imagine a coin being auctioned for over $162 million. This kind of valuation might sound unreal, but in the numismatic world, rarity and demand can create astonishing results. When collectors compete for a once-in-a-lifetime coin, prices can climb into the stratosphere. The combination of its rarity, its flawless condition, and its importance in numismatic history has made the 1993 Liberty Quarter a legend in coin collecting circles. But why do people pay so much for coins like this? The answer lies in a mixture of passion, history, and investment. Coins are not just money. They are artifacts of culture and time. Owning a rare coin means holding on to a piece of history that can never be recreated. For investors, coins are also a hedge against inflation, a store of value that is both portable and tangible. And for collectors, the thrill of the hunt, the satisfaction of discovering that one perfect coin is priceless. The 1993 Liberty Quarter has become a symbol of all these motivations, uniting people who love history, art, economics, and treasure hunting all in one. It is important to note that not every 1993 quarter is worth a fortune. Most are still circulating today, used in vending machines or handed out as change. But for those who take the time to look carefully, who check the mint mark, study the details, and consider the condition, the possibility of finding a rare and valuable specimen is always there. Many great coin discoveries were made by ordinary people who simply paid attention to the change in their pocket. That is what makes coin collecting so magical. The idea that at any moment, you could stumble upon a small piece of metal that changes your life forever. The 1993 Liberty Quarter dollar, therefore, is more than just a coin. It is a gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics, a reminder of America's rich history, and a shining example of how something so ordinary can become extraordinary. Its story inspires curiosity, passion, and respect for the art of coinage. And for those who are lucky enough to possess one of the rarest varieties in top condition, it represents financial security and a priceless treasure that cannot be duplicated. So next time you hold a quarter in your hand, especially one from 1993, remember this story. Look at it closely, study its details, and consider the incredible journey it has taken from the U.S. Mint to your palm. Who knows? You might just be holding on to a piece of history worth more than you ever dreamed, a simple Liberty Quarter dollar that could be your key to fortune, valued at over $162 million in today's market.